Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another SWGOH video. Now let's just for a moment step aside from trying to find out what is the best counter to Jedi Master Kenobi and Commander Ahsoka Tano, because we have a brand new Galactic challenge thrown upon us. Now this time we're taken to the planet of Dathomir. Now during Clone Wars, Dathomir was actually attacked multiple times due to the rivalry of Mother Talzin and Sidious, which led to destruction of most of the Nightsisters, Creed and other settlements on the planet. This was all done by separatist forces. Now how this conflict actually really accumulated mostly is when Asajj Ventress, which was a Nightsisters, and she was trained by Count Dooku, she returned to Mother Talzin because Dooku betrayed her, and then together they plotted how to take down Dooku, which actually drew then attention from Dooku and the separatist forces to Dathomir to completely slaughter all the Nightsisters and destroy the whole settlements everywhere on the planet. And this actually left only Talzin, Ventress, Merrin, Shelish, Jerseria and Yenna as the only known Nightsister survivors from the battle. However, in this challenge we're not going up against separatist forces here, which would be very lore accurate, but we're going up against Galactic Republic led by Grandmaster Yoda. Now we do have to use Nightsisters, so we do have home court advantage on this one. Now as always I'll cover the modifiers and the feats and show you the mods and the teams and some of the mechanics, why that team works. If you're not interested in all those details, as always you can skip through using YouTube chapters below. I'll be showing you two battles here. The first one will be with the Nightsister squad, which will complete 3 out of 4 feats, and then for the final feat there we'll be using General Skywalker and 501st clones. But now let's get into it. So we got the global modifier here, Dark Magic, and it's a very fun one because every 10 turns everybody get revived who was taken out, whether it's enemy or your guys. So which actually works really good with Nightsister modifier, because whenever any ally is revived you'll be getting a stack of Ichor, which will boost your health, protection, offense and speed. So this is on top of the stacking that Asajj herself gets, as well as Daka herself get. So both Daka and Asajj will be ramping up their stats as the battle progresses. And then for the enemy, Humble Strike, the Jedi modifier, they just get some stacking critical damage, which can result in Yoda and as well as Anakin. Their AoE is doing some big hits on you if you do not keep them under control a little bit with stuns and things like that. Obviously going up against Grandmaster Yoda lead, if you don't know what his leadership does, it gives some extra tenacity to the Jedi allies, and then whenever they do resist a detrimental effect, they'll be gaining bonus turn meters. So they will have some sort of their own turn meter train going as well, obviously on top of Anakin's own bonus turn whenever somebody falls below 50% health or is defeated. And in terms of the feats, it's quite straightforward this time. Obviously have to complete the battle, win after using no more than 3 special abilities. So for this one I'll be using 501st clones with General Skywalker lead, and then defeating 3 enemies in the same turn. This will just leave down to Asajj, because she'll be ramping up her offense and her AoE will be able to then take out multiple enemies at once. And obviously we will be using a full team of Nightsister units. Now let me show you my Nightsisters here that I used to complete this. So I'll just bring them up now. Nightsisters, there we go. I decided to go with Talzin lead, and obviously we got the zombie there, we got Daka, Spirit and Asajj. Now probably the core here, the core duo here is Daka and Ventress. The other Nightsisters I think don't matter as much, because obviously both Daka and Asajj, they'll be ramping up her damage, and Daka can heal up as well as revive on top of the whole global modifier revives we get, and then Asajj obviously ramping up her damage. So I think the key here is to have Asajj doing as much damage as you can. Now if you have her relic, this should be straightforward. Maybe at gear 12 you'll have to probably put some better mods, not just some random mods I have on her, but it should still work as long as you can keep reviving, keep sustaining the damage from the enemy. But anyway, let me show you quickly the mods. I don't use my Nightsisters a whole lot because at gear 12 they're not all that useful within my GP range, so I just have some average mods on them. I didn't remod for this event. Talzin there, some speed on her, 222. Zombie as well, just a little bit of speed on her, so she's at 208. Daka there, I actually have modded her for speed. Ideally you want your Daka really to be modded for health. So you know, with not ideal mods on Nightsisters, still able to get this done. Then Spirit here, just some speed on her, 254. And then Asajj, she's the key character here really, but also, you know, I have only some 5-dot mods on her, critical damage set and things like that. Now, Asajj herself, obviously, probably to get this to work reliably, you will need a Zayt on her unique, which will, you know, start ramping up her offense as well as max health anytime any enemy is defeated. As well, she will also then gain 35% her meter for every ally defeated, which kind of goes hand in hand with her AoE, because on her AoE she can, you know, take out 2, or if she takes out 3 enemies, it means she will get another instant turn, and as well her AoE will reset her cooldowns if you defeat somebody with it. So you can pretty go towards the end, when you ramp up damage, you get all the enemies into low health, and you can just go back to back with AoEs to quickly finish off the battle. So that's essentially what you're going on. You're just dragging the battle for a couple of minutes, get everybody into low health, and then let Asajj's AoE back to back take everybody out and win the battle for you. Alright, now it's time to hop into the battle, so let's just go ahead. Okay, here we go. They go first, not an issue at all. Alright, cannot be taunting already. Okay, alright. Okay, as you can see, they got a jump start on us, it's not a problem. Obviously do make a use of Asajj's middle ability, which will not only heal up your Nightsisters, but it will also remove all the buffs from the enemies, so that comes in handy to remove, you know, all that tenacity up and foresight and things like that. So then you can actually, you know, start landing there some plague and stuns. So the initial goal here is just to get everybody into yellow health, so get burned through their protection, and then get them into yellow, red, and then let Asajj's AoE take them out eventually. But for now, stuck behind Kenobi, so just keep going. Okay, up. Alright, let's go Talzin. That's fine. Let's dispel those buffs yet again. Perfect. Much better. Basics here. Just clear off that foresight from Kenobi. Okay, there goes Talzin again, but was revived due to global modifier here. Let's heal up. Join AoE. So as you can see, AoE at the moment doing about 35k on critical hits. But as the battle progresses, you will see that AoE will be becoming more and more devastating there. Oh, there goes Spirit. I'll just go after Kenobi here. Alright, my duck has gone. Okay, perfect. And everybody's back again due to global modifier here. Let's remove those buffs again. So there you go, we got Kenobi in the yellow, we got Anakin in the yellow. Let's go now after Ahsoka here, get her low as well. And then we'll deal with Yoda and Mace also. There we go, an AoE, took out Anakin there. Ooh, here comes Anakin, smashes his AoE. Alright, let's go ahead, dispel all those buffs. Let's unload another AoE, there goes Kenobi. Okay, let's dispel everything. And also for every buff dispelled, you remove the turn meter from the enemy. So we were able to push back turn meter on them, which allowed Asajj obviously to survive and wait for her Nightsisters to come back to life. So there we go, we got everybody in the yellow now. So now it's just a case of timing the AoEs here from Asajj. There we go. Got everybody now here in the red. Let's just go ahead, dispel this again. Okay, alright, so they'll come back in a moment here. Okay, perfect. Let's unload another AoE and boom, there we go. So in the end it was like what, 80k AoE there for an easy win. Obviously completed the battles with a full team of Nightsister units, and because we obviously did some big AoEs towards the end, we were able to defeat at least 3 enemies in the same turn with Asajj's AoE. Okay, so we got one more feat to go, and that's where you have to win using no more than 3 special abilities. This one is pretty straightforward, that's because we'll make a use here from the leadership from Skywalker, which prevents revives. So you know, the global modifier where everybody gets revived, Skywalker totally negates this modifier, so whenever you defeat enemies they won't be able to get revived, as well as we'll be getting, because the enemy, they'll be getting tons of buffs. And again, with General Skywalker, for every buff they gain, we'll be stacking 2% offense. So eventually John Skywalker will just be able to take everybody out with his counter attacks and his basic attacks and things like that. So really not much else to say here, so let's just hop into battle and let me show you how this one works. Alright, here we go. They start first, it doesn't really matter here. So it's a really complicated process. All you have to do is tap Alt there, select, hit basic, and just autoplay this on basic and let the game play itself. You might lose a clone or two, but that's okay. Whenever Skywalker does get up eventually, his offense will be so high, he'll just take everybody out. There we go, going after Kenobi first, because he's taunting anyway. See all these buffs the guys are getting. This is just juicing up our offense. So doing some big hits. Oh, looks like AI is going after Yoda next. Alright, oh, almost got him. My Skywalker is down. There goes Fives and Savior. There goes Rex. Okay, there we go. Yep. Oh, they're going after Mace. That's not the wisest choice, but okay, I guess. And here comes Skywalker. A counterattack. Basics. There we go. No special abilities needed at all. Just all basics. No issues. And one more hit. And there goes Jedi Knight Anakin. And there you go. That's how easy it was this time to complete here all the feats on tier 10 in today's Galactic challenge. It was a nice refreshing experience. If you remember, last ones with Mandalorian was a total RNG fest, so it was good to go back to something where, you know, you have a little bit more control over and you can actually strategize how you're gonna do it, and you know, it doesn't need multiple retries like last time. Alright guys, hope you find this video useful and helpful, showing you how I got max rewards yet again this time. Let me know in the comments below or on my Discord server, but until then, have fun, enjoy your life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.